Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to this video and welcome to this No Max TV. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you this how you can be able to use this GitHub Spark interface or features to be able to create your own web application, which is simple, and be able to test it, prototype it, and ensure that you are having the final application which is learning. So normally when you're using Virtual Studio as the normal tool we always use to be developing various stuffs, you're gonna be writing the codes, and also once you're done, of course you're gonna be running it, and as you can see, you have this kind of feature where you can be able to come and write your application. Once you're done with your application, you go with running it to be able to test it. However, there is also another GitHub Spark is the same as having this Virtual Studio interface, where you can be able to create your own application and be able to run it. So this is like a Virtual Studio, because what it helps you is to come here and be able to provide a prompt, and once you provide a prompt to it, it is going to be creating the application and learn it. Without wasting time, let's get started. So I'm going to be using also another AI to be able to generate the prompt, and also this is going to be providing the prompt for the application. Then we can be able to use it. So let me, for instance, use Glock AI, and also this is going to be the one I'm going to use. I have to click search it into Google, and also once I got it, I'm gonna be now providing it, or asking it to provide me with the game feature that I can be creating as an application. And also this game feature or this game prompt is the one I'm gonna be using to be able to create my application by using GitHub Spark. So what I do, I provide, or I copy all the text that is gonna be providing to me, and also be able to paste it in the GitHub Spark and see which kind of application I can be able to get. So let me type, for instance, I need to create a game application which will be helping the kids to play games by manipulating the numbers I now want you to provide me with the prompt to do this. Create this game apple. So this game apple. So as I click here now, it's gonna be providing me this prompt. What is gonna be doing? It is gonna be writing the full text. This text will be including all the features to help these kids. Now what I do, I have to copy this and see and use it. So let's consider using Cloud AI, because this one is taking us much time. So we can use another AI to be able to have a prompt, because this one is consuming our much time without working. So what I do is to come here to Cloud AI interface, and also I'm going to be coming to this one. You can see I'm using a free interface. Now after having my prompts, I have to come and paste it to this application, and also what I do, I have to send it. After sending this, it is going to be creating this web application. What I do, I have to wait for it. You can see it takes sometimes let me see, it is assembling digital, observing code evolution. As you can see on the right side, we have this part, which is the one where our application will be learning. It will be previewing to show us the application. And also on this left side here, that is where I have provided my prompts, and also it is creating. If you can be able to observe it here, it is thinking and generating. That means once it is done, we're gonna be seeing it directly here that my application is running. The good thing with GitHub Spark is that now what you do, you're gonna be creating maybe the specific web app and test it live at the same time in the same interface. It is gonna be with a single click, you're gonna be testing it in the same interface. As I was saying, when we are using Virtual Studio Code, of course you are going to be using it and be able to test the application. That's the same way that GitHub is bringing, so that those who are relying on those GitHub AIs or GitHub Copilot to be able to build the applications, they can be able to run and also be able to test their prototype inside this website or this platform, which is different from the previous one, where you should be able to get a code or to build the specific application with the GitHub Copilot, and also once you want to test it, you should be taking it outside of the GitHub interface. So now let me show you these various stuff we have here. If you can see, it is now starting to generate different codes. You can see index.html, prd.md. Now you can see it is creating custom theme with the vibrant, child-friendly color palette. So if you click here, you see why not both. This means you can be able to show both codes, preview, and also you can see now you have code only. We have only preview mode, which is the one we're using at the moment. It have created the index.css. Now we have you can be able to close the sides panel. Now if you come here, you can see we have create repository. You can be able to transform your web application created into repository. You can see we have open. You can be opening the code source, so the code space. You can even be able to publish your application into the specific URL in the GitHub. It's going to provide you with the specific link or the specific website or URL that you can be able to publish your application and be able to use it or to visit it into your browser to see how it is functioning, to see how it is well functioning, or to see if there is any further issues that you can be accessing inside that. So now this is how it can be. Now let's wait a moment and see. Once it is done, you can see downloading and inspect weaving code and the creativity. You can see now I create a reusable game. Let's wait a moment. It finished now and show you. So you can see now it is done creating different files, and if you can be able to see across here, it created a lot of files, and these files those are the ones to be able to make the game. This game screen, difficult selector, start display, shape object, other game. So you can see now it's cleared in index.css constant.ts. Now when you come here, it even provide different suggestions at the top or the different suggestions below. So what it do now at the time, you have to wait it here, and also it is going to be running, and at the end we're gonna be now getting the preview of this game into our browser. It is going to take various minutes, or depends on the size of the game, depends on how your internet is going to be working, to be running. Now it shows you the preview. So we have different features, and you can see we can be able to refresh the preview. You can be able to click here, more actions. You can see it is done. Now we can even be able to publish it. If you see it is going to be now is not is taking your time, you can even be able to click publish, and once you click publish, you can be able to join the game. So here is how you can be able to apply different features I was telling you, and also you can, based on the prompt I provided. This is the guide, and this is the section for the folders. And also if I go to codes, this is the code section. You can be able to click in this one and see the sections, and also these are the preview mode. If you click on this one, you're gonna be bringing the preview mode again, which you can be able to refresh and view it if you are not seeing it. However, if you see that it takes time to be loading, maybe some bugs, but you can be able to decide to publish it, and once you publish it, you can be able to view it onto your URL or your website, which is provided by GitHub, to be able to view it. So this preview can be able to be available here, depends on the internet connection, because if the internet connection is working slowly, it is not going to be coming here. And also, now it is published, I can be able to visit the website. Let me click here and see how it is going to be coming in the browser. You can see I have now my website and my GitHub account inside, and also this is the game that I already created. So what it does, you can come here and choose, are you choosing a game one? Now you have to count. You have to count from, let's see, count and choose. Let's see, count. What is going to be providing to you is to choose what you do. Let's see how many, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 9. You can see, fantastic. And also now this is 8, so you can see, great job. And also if I say stone, give it another trial, give it another triangle. You can see if I bring it to this one, you can do it. So that is how that is how the game is gonna be working. And you can even be coming back and see, I have to choose smart fun, number order, and also how is this one equal to this, perfect. And also you can see perfect, super work. Now you can proceed and also be able to use different stuff. And also as you use it, now you're gonna be having your game. As you can see, now you can be able to decide publishing it once you want it. And also if you can be able to come and change anything here, you can come into this code session and be able to change it, or you can be able to come here and change anything else that you might be wanting. Let's click, for instance, add sound is a suggestion. I can be clicking here to add sound. It is going to be starting working on it and add sound, and once it is done, I can be publishing these new additions or new alteration to this game, and also it's gonna be visible here to my game. Remember, as you can see now, if you click here, you can see my game is now having this specific interface, which is very important, and also which can be able to help different people, different individual now to come and enjoy the game while learning at the same time. Thank you for watching this video. Also remember to like this video. If you want this GitHub Spark, you can all go to the subscription page and also be able to get one. And also remember to share this with your friends. Don't forget the bell button so as you always get notified when you upload a new video here at Max TV.